Hello everyone. So here on this week's build, you can see I just kind of picked up from where I left off last week. Um, Basically the previous motor. Uh, as you can see, I added a little support here. Okay, so this way the switch is supported here without just being on its own. I have a little enclosure for the motor. I have the gear ready to go. Here's the switch. I don't like the way this is. I'm going to try to come up with something better, same as this here. I'm going to try to come up with something a little better. What I've done for the top is basically I've kind of notched out, I don't know if you can see it, but I notched out a groove along the gear track, and that's where I glued a piece of, just a regular metal washer with a ground wire that goes all the way down. And here's the other sensor pad, should say, for the target. So the target would pretty much straddle this, and the target itself would have a piece of wire that would cause connectivity between these two contacts. And as long as that shows 0 volts or ground, then the target is on the platform and we can sense for that. Once the target is shot and knocked off of here, obviously this will float and this will go high, the signal here. And once that occurs, then the platform will come down and retract, not exposing the target. So this was kind of the first one, proof of concept, kind of a little pretty crude here. What you can't see, mainly because I have it all buttoned up, is I have a wire that runs along the length here, and then an arm that is on the actual track here, and it just rides up and down, and that's how it keeps the ground contact throughout the entire range of motion from the track. Let me show it to you here a little better. So here you can see this is the wire. That's what goes. That's the track. And this is what's inside. So basically this just rides up and down on this, and that keeps the constant contact for ground. I've also manipulated the trigger arm here, so something a little nicer, a little more professional. So this will go in like this, and this will just pretty much hit the switch. I've also modified the switch platform to actually have a mount for the switch, 3 holes that I can run the wires through, and this allows me, and it's just the right width that I can just slide it up and down. I don't have to glue it anywhere. It can just go anywhere. So that's going to really make things a little nicer. As you can see, this one is a single, so I can have a target on this side or a target on here, or maybe even 2, depends how many wires I can get on there. This one is another one that I've been working on with a separate platform. So then this way I can orient a soldier this way or across, doesn't really matter. I added this groove track here, and this would be something goes in front of the switch, mainly to keep the switch from going any further than it has to, and also as this travels up, the rack would have a tendency to, once it hits the arm of the switch, to just kind of raise up a little bit. So this little strapping right here just helps keep everything down, so then there's good contact each and every way of the rack. Here is the motor that I've done, and as you can see here, I've pretty much consolidated everything into one. This guy goes on this side. So basically that's going to be it. So one assembly here. The switch mounts to this. This is onto the motor support, and the motor support is on the right angle bracket. As you can see, I had a couple access holes that kind of worked that out. So that there's a little set screw under there, and that's what keeps this motor tightly coupled to the gear. So that's kind of what I've been working on. Here's another one. Effectively, what these will end up being is just a little contact here. So you can see this is just used for the magnetic bottom of the soldiers that holds it on there. And then the contact is across this wire and the penny. And the penny is, as you can see, soldered. Right now, I didn't cut it. But right now, this would normally be the ground wire, and that would normally go out to the other side of the battery. So that's what I've been working on, and I hope to put a lot of these into use pretty soon. So come back next week, and I'll see what I can have built that uses a couple of these. All right, take care. Bye-bye.